Hi, sleepy boy.
Night art, laughing into the void, spiraling about life, romanticizing pain, healing moments, transformation. This is your brand.
I did all the dishes the other night, and my coffee is brewed. And Meow Meow's grandma gave us these crystal glasses. I'll have to see if he wants to keep this box or not, but they're kind of pretty. I propped my dollhouse up here on this bin, and the mini brats actually fit perfect in the dollhouse. And I have a bunch of their accessories. I also have, I think, a bag that I just have some clothes in, so I'm gonna probably finish painting this house and then decorate it and just play with it. I thought that this bell doll would be good for this house, but it's actually a bit big. So I think I'm just going to use the mini brats in here and make it kind of a funky little dollhouse or something.
Law in motion. So what happens when you begin to live like that? When you wake up in the morning with a smile, not because of what is, but because of what you've claimed within. You walk differently, you speak with confidence. You no longer react to appearances. You carry yourself like someone who knows, who really knows, that everything is always working out for you, even when it seems like it's falling apart. You no longer beg the world to notice your worth. You assume your place in it. You no longer fear the future. You welcome it, knowing that it must reflect the inner atmosphere you created. To act as if you are the luckiest person in the world is to assume that nothing is out of place, that even your delays are divine, that even rejection carries redirection, that life is always conspiring in your favor, though you may not always see the hand moving behind the curtain. You begin to look at closed doors not as defeat, but as God's protection. You don't just wish for good things. You claim them. You prepare for them. You give thanks for them before they arrive. Gratitude becomes your secret weapon. You no longer wait for blessings to show up, to say thank you. You start with thanksgiving, knowing that what you appreciate appreciates. Every step you take becomes infused with the power of unseen faith, and life in turn cannot help but respond. Circumstances shift. People are drawn to your energy. Solutions come from unlikely places. Not because you forced them, but because you expected them. And here is where many go wrong. They wait to feel lucky until something lucky happens. But that's not how the law works. You must feel it first. You must embody it now. You must enter the mood of answered prayer before the evidence shows up. That's the sacred order. Assume the feeling of being divinely favored, and the world will bend to make it true. You do not need to be born into privilege to live a privileged life. You only need to awaken to your power to choose your assumptions right now, this very moment. You could begin to walk through this life as if the heavens are open over you, as if every room you enter is already prepared to receive you, as if every situation is turning in your favor, even if it doesn't look like it yet. That's the power of assumption. That's what it means to act as if you are the luckiest person in the world. So take a breath, let go of appearances, and step into the reality you desire, not by waiting for it, but by living the state of it right now. Because when you do, The world cannot help but mirror your inner world. You are not a victim of fate, you are its author. What you accept inwardly, life must express outwardly. And the moment you claim without doubt, I am the luckiest person in the world, life must respond with proof. Not someday, not after you've earned it, but the moment you believe it. There is a secret place within every human. To act as if you are the lucky is to deliberately plant the seed of that assumption into the fertile ground of consciousness, trusting that it must grow into reality. Everything begins in the mind. Long before the world sees it, you must feel it. Long before your hands touch it, your spirit must hold it. You do not need proof to assume something as true. You only need to accept it in your imagination. And here is the mystery. When you accept it as truth within, your outer world rearranges itself to reflect it. The world is not resisting you. It is responding to you. Every event, every person, every so-called coincidence is shaped by the inner tones of your being. So if you walk through life assuming lack, you will experience lack. If you carry the
I was just playing around with this little miniature Chloe. I love her. I dressed her up like a freak that I am, and I didn't realize that I had so many teeny tiny little accessories from like the mini brats. These are ones that I just added in from like a thing that I just got recently, but I had gotten this case from a girl. Her father, I believe, was selling it for her, and it just had everything in it. And she even has like little tiny labels. So I was leaving them all just as they were. But it's kind of fun to set up this dollhouse, and I do have some miniature Bratz furniture. Barely, but kind of. It goes to like a play set. But I'm mostly probably going to be putting stuff that is just like, I feel like. I haven't fully finished painting this house either anyway, so. Vermont. I love this dollhouse. And she just needs a little bit of interior design. I honestly just might paint the floor black in here, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do in this room. Pardon the dog barking, but this is the little baby dolly that I put in this little basket with this really pretty fabric I have. I've never had a problem with breaking lips, and I do now. It really hurts. That's cool. Look how nice. I'm wearing a skirt under these pants, but it's winter, so it's gonna be cold. So I have put these pants on to keep me warm. And these are my bracelets. I just have 2 rings on. No makeup. Here are my necklaces. 3 of my favorite, and I really like this one too, actually. No earrings right now. I have to find out I want to style that. And I love this shirt. I tucked it in and made it poof out. And I really enjoy. I'm going to put a big jacket on. So yeah, because the sun is going down and it's beautiful outside, so I need to go for a walk. All right.